Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of the Red Devils Corner Kick podcast, a fan podcast dedicated to Manchester United Football Club. I hope everyone is enjoying their week, is enjoying their Thursday evening, potentially very early Friday morning. A few things to talk about today. One, I do apologize. I know the last few episodes have been in the early mornings, releasing those. Obviously, I got up this morning, started prepping for my day. Obviously, I have my full-time work. Eating breakfast, everything, going about prepping for the episode this morning. Didn't exactly wake up on the time that I wanted. So unfortunately, I just relaxed, watched the newest episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and went on with my day. And now I am preparing for the episode to discuss. So yes, a little sidetrack this morning, but now I'm here with a new episode as well. Yes, a few things to discuss. Obviously, catching up on transfers. Sancho news are in with the transfer. Hojlund is obviously there. Updates with Baleba as well. We are 2 days away from kickoff for the first match for Manchester United of the Premier League. Technically, the league kicks off depending on when, Friday or today, depending on when you're listening. We have Liverpool and Bournemouth kicking it off tomorrow. Obviously, Bournemouth, the defending Premier League champions. So we'll be seeing what they will be potentially up to, and they're definitely the favorites to potentially repeat. Obviously, we're facing a potential contender in Arsenal as well. So, we're, and like I said before, like other episodes I mentioned, our first couple of games, it's going to be a tough one to say the least. Yes, we have Arsenal Sunday, Fulham next week, Burnley after that. And obviously they announced the second round of the Carabao Cup. We were playing in the second round, obviously due to how we finished last year. So United will be playing Grimsby Town in the first round. I believe that's happening the week of August the 25th. After that, I believe that's the Burnley game. Yes, that would be the Burnley game. Or then after that, we have the Burnley game. Then we're on international break for 2 weeks. And then we come back to face City and then Chelsea the week after. So, yeah, those are our first 5 games. Arsenal, Fulham, Burnley, City, and then Chelsea. Weekend after week. Yes, it's going to be a fun first 5 games for Manchester United. But, yeah. To say the least, it's definitely going to be an emotional roller coaster. But technically, we have 6 games for Manchester, but for Prem, the first 5. I am excited for obviously the domestic tournaments are always fun to watch. And we'll see how it goes. Will we get some silverware this year? Obviously, last year was the first year we didn't have a trophy in a couple of years. Obviously, the first year is 2 years to Ten Hag. Each year we got a trophy. So last year we didn't get one. I know some people were upset, especially with the way the Europa League final went. But that is neither here or there now. There's nothing we can do about it. But yeah, another thing that went on this week, the final third jersey of the season came out, the black. Like, I'm gonna say it, it's gorgeous. I really do. Like, listen, I am a fan of soccer jerseys. My closet is filled with them. All the way back to, like, I can say I have a problem. But yes, I do have my share. But yeah, the black one just looks just gorgeous, like the badge, and then you have the yellow trim along the shoulders. Yeah, it looks gorgeous. It really does. It's really good. The last 5 years, I would say that the kits have been incredible. And my apologies for referencing them as jerseys. I know they're called kits, but yes, they have been gorgeous. They really have. The last 5 years, there has been great ones the last 5 years. The green one that came out in 23, 24. That one wasn't the best. The 2022, 2023 kits I did enjoy. The white one, the red one were good. Was okay with that. How do I describe the green? It's a lighter green, obviously. But I enjoyed that season's kits, even the one before. There was the blue one, and then we had the very, very whitish light blue too. The red one was okay, but I like that. The Team Viewer and the Snapdragon kits have been great. Wasn't a fan of the Chevy jerseys or Chevy kits, sorry. AIG, AON have been great too. Those are excellent kits. But I feel like the last 5 seasons, because so this would be so let me just look at it here. When did we switch? No, yeah, I would say so 2021, 2022, 2022, 2023, 23, 24, 24, 25. Wait, am I doing my math wrong? So I need to look this up because we're talking about kits. And yeah, I need to make sure is there something going on with my mouse? There we go. Have you guys ever had those issues with mouses where it's just like you're trying to find the cursor and then it's just not able to just pop up? It just somehow disappears. Yeah, that's what kind of just happened to me. Let's go. Manchester United kit history. Let's look at this. Here we go. History and kit timeline. Just, yeah. Come on, let's load. All right. So, yeah, I'm just looking at it. The kit, yeah, the new kit that just came out today, or was it yesterday? Just, again, it's a complete reminder of the 1994 kit. It's just, yeah, it's just fantastic. Like United always have like one or two or all three kits just remarkable. So let me just get to here. Yes, obviously those ones are there. Not everything has been updated yet. No, they're missing a kit. So 2021, 2022, 2022, 2023, 23, 24, 24, 25, and then 25, 26. So yeah, the last 5, including this, the last 5 seasons have been in remarkable kits. I had to think a little bit, and it took me longer than expected. But yeah, the kits have been, the last 5 years, there have been great kits. There has. It's like they've done an incredible job this season with the new kit. I do like the red. The purple one I'm okay with, but the black one looks great. Last year, the blue and the white were incredible. I enjoyed the 3. I wore the white one today for work. And then obviously the white with the 3 lines, the black, the blue, and the red. The red one was okay. Kind of reminded me of the Team Viewer one from a couple of years ago. The year before that, enjoyed the red. That was incredible to see. The white one, the all white with the red trim around the neck and the sleeves, was I think, fantastic. And then, yeah, that was also the season where we had that green one where just the way the team viewer looked just didn't look right. Season before that, the season before that was very well. Um, all three kits, the red, that, and that was the specific green. And then when the first year of Team Viewer, I do have the light bluish one. You had the red one, which is, like I said, was similar to last year's. And then you had a blue and yellow one. It was a dark blue and yellow, which I've been trying to find because I just love the design of that kit. I think that, yeah. Yeah, so the last 5 years of kits, 5 seasons at least, including this one, the kits have been incredible. I've enjoyed it. It brings you back to those kits from the early 90s. It does. Like when you look at the kits now, I wouldn't say all of them remind you of that, but just the design and the care, and when you look at it, it brings that back. Because yeah, like I'm looking through the history here of some of the kits. Like the Chevy ones didn't really jump out at me. Like they didn't. I didn't really like much of the Chevy ones. The AONs I did like. AONs had some good ones. AIG had the good ones too. Where am I? So the Vodaphones were always my favorite. That's when I kind of started being around United as a fan. Is like the early Vodafone jerseys, just after Sharp, but yeah, the early 2000 Vodafone jerseys were definitely my favorite. I was talking to someone a while ago, and we are talking about like the reversal Manchester United jersey. That was 2001, 2002. Like that one is something I'd love to get, and that's impossible to find. But yeah, like 2001, 2002, those kits were great. But yeah, just when we released the black one today, when they released the new one, the third kit, that it gave me vibes of the old school jerseys, or old school kits. Sorry, I'm from North America. We call them jerseys. I know they're kits, so we call them jerseys. I do apologize for my North American tongue. So I do apologize. Just a quick shout out to I jumped right into it, and I usually do this at the beginning. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, follow, whether it's on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. And don't forget to follow on Instagram, TikTok at Red Devils Corner Kick Pod, and then X at RD Corner Kick Pod. So my apologies for not getting that soon. Also, as well, to all the new subscribers, thank you for following. Whether you're following on X, Instagram, YouTube, all the new recent subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing. Hopefully I keep growing, and thank you for all the support and those who have just started to follow. So I do appreciate it. To all those that support and welcome Manchester United, enjoy the pod. Thank you. I do apologize for not doing that at the beginning. I usually do, but just got carried away because it's that type of day that I have been having. So, all right. So obviously I kicked off the episode just being, me, and then talking about the new kit, and then how the kits are we just talked about the last couple of years. But let's look at what's really been going on. I do really want that new kit. I really do. I do. I really, let me check the price. Let me go to the Manchester United store. Because obviously for me, let's just check the new price of the new kit. Let's see here. Let's go to the Manchester United store. Yeah, Fanatics is charging $138. Yeah. If money could grow on trees, ladies and gentlemen, if money can grow on trees. Yeah. So the Manchester United store is charging $190 for the new kit. Sign up to membership and get 10% off. But $190 for a new kit. Long sleeve looks good though. New goalie kits don't look bad either. I do like the goalie kits. But yeah, the red. No, not the red. But like $190 from the Manchester United store. Oh. Yeah, I don't have that lying around. Yeah, I'll be honest with that. I don't have that lying around. Lids has got it on. So Lids, yeah. Okay, so it's not a bad price. I'm going to be waiting until next year, like I always do. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, no. I'll hold off. I might hold off. We'll see. Okay, I have to get to the important part here. All right, like I just spent some time talking about kits, pricing. Like, but it is gorgeous though. It really is. I do love the blue trim in the neck too. Like the blue and yellow trim on the sleeves, around the neck. It is a gorgeous jersey. Sorry, kit. It is a gorgeous kit. But yes, let's get to the important stuff. Let's get to the juicy bits. Okay. Transfers. Like here we are. All right. There has been some updates and some, you consider it as good news in terms of how you're thinking it. Let's get to Rasmus Hojlund. I have expressed myself about Rasmus the last few episodes this preseason on X. Everything about Rasmus Hojlund, I have expressed it and how I feel about it. There's apparently chances are that he is going to go to AC Milan on loan, with potential to buy. Most recent news has been saying that he is okay to go, or he's been greenlit to go. It's tough. It is. It does hurt. It does hurt when we see a player like that going. I don't want him to go. I really don't. I don't want him to leave just because depth is important. He was been getting a little bit better. I know that they signed Sesko. I know it's there, but the one thing I was hoping for is, and like I said, Hojlund was not the main issue last year. The whole squad sucked. And I was listening to a podcast today. I do listen to a bunch of Manchester United podcasts. What was it? I think it was Talk with the Devils. But it's the one done by The Athletic. But they were talking about how everything had changed, like the way, obviously last year you had players like Garnacho keeping his head down, not looking for the pass, not involving players, just taking the quick shot and quickly overturning it. You saw that. Now, the way the growth of Dorgu you saw the relationship with him and Cunha, you saw that there as well. Why not, with the new additions of Mateus Cunha, with Embuemo, why not see what he can do with that? That's the thing, right? And I know Rasmus's hold-up play is not the greatest, but give him time. And you know what? With Sesko, give him time to go to that. Obviously, there has been more news coming in as well. There's talks of Fulham apparently looking at interest for Rasmus Hojlund as well. I saw that as I was reviewing everything, but we don't know. Like we don't. I saw that earlier today. It looks like Fulham is keeping an eye on it, but So let's just take a look here. Yeah, this is the Sun. Yeah, this says here United or so there was what was it? Just looking here. Yeah, Fulham. Fulham looks to potentially hijack that. But I think he might be keen to going to AC Milan just because of experience in Serie A. So yeah, it's tough. Again, I don't want to lose him because Xerxes' track record recently with injuries, Cheeto Obi, still being too young. You need the time, and it's good competition to have. You can see Sesko's hold up play is better, and Hojlund can observe that as well, especially if you bring him in like a later of a third. Fitness isn't there yet, so we kind of need depth right now. And for who we're playing, again, like I mentioned, in the first 5 Prem games, I know we have 6, but excuse me, but like I said, you have City, Arsenal, Fulham, which is a good squad, and then Chelsea. So like 3 out of the 5 are big clubs. Fulham is good. We sucked against Fulham last year, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a state secret there. It wasn't our best matches, especially when we did lost in the FA Cup to them in penalties. The way it went down in penalties. But yeah, it's like we struggled. We did, but right now, having the depth pieces, especially when we're doing those domestic cups, unless Amram is not planning to win any domestic cups. By the way, those cups are key. In my opinion, yes, the Premier League is priority number 1, but if we're able to secure a cup win, whether it's EFL or FA Cup, those are tickets to Europe. Let's not pretend that that's not interesting as well. It does give us a key help, especially with if we may struggle. Because again, like Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace will be fine. Like we have a lot of competition for top 8. Who else? Arsenal. So yeah, Arsenal, Liverpool, City. Yeah, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, Chelsea. That's right there. 4 teams that are going to be battling out for top 4, and we have to compete against them. All of them had good transfer windows. All of them have had money to spend. You have Newcastle, Aston Villa. You also have Crystal Palace, like I mentioned. Bournemouth, which isn't a bad side. There's competition there, and like if we can somehow get into Europe through a trophy, and then if we're able to secure through top 5, we need top 6. Top 6 has to be there to get us a chance into Europe. So, but those domestic trophies are also important too. So we have to keep an eye out on those, because if we can win those, we get a chance there. So Hojlund, having him here will be important, especially in those competitions, those pieces. In case of injury, like we have to, it's going to take time. But shouldn't say we have to take time, but it's important to have him there. It really does. But if the player is willing to go and we're all ready to go and everything, and they want to move on from that and keep up with that motto of if in 2 years you're not performing, you're going, we have to look at that, and we have to think about that. What's best for Manchester United? But in the end, I really don't want him to go. I don't. Like, we need to. Depth is important. Obviously, the Baleba talks. Like, there's nothing new. Like I've mentioned before, until I see him with the Manchester United social media team writing that signature on a piece of paper, he won't be there. I don't think, as much as I would love to have a player like that, I don't think we should be going for it, especially now when I'm looking at potential between 100 million pounds to 120 million pounds. I get it. He's an important player, but that is funds that we could use to somewhere else, especially we can go for Wharton and Hojlund, who is the former midfielder of our manager, will cost less. There's talks that United are going to go in for him from Sporting. There's a $68 million release clause. There's rumors of them willing to go down $10 million if there can be some different things with add-ons. Wharton, from what I heard, there's a rumor that he has a gentleman's agreement to leave next summer from Crystal Palace. But if the price is right or certain things can be done, we can take him away from Palace this summer. So we'll see. Like, again, it is August the 14th right now. We have let's go with it's going to be the 15th in about 6 minutes where I am. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 including September 1st on when it closes. Just about 2 and a third weeks left for the transfer window. I think we have to go for the affordability here in this scenario. As much as, and I'll be talking about Sancho in a moment, or actually, no, let's talk about Sancho now, and Garnacho, because again, Roma has come in for Sancho. They've offered, from what I'm hearing, £20 million. I think there's even talks that they're willing to take the salary on too. So if that's 20 million there, that's 20, like, potentially, that's hypothetically £20 million. That funds there. If we can get the closer to the 50, yes, but I don't want them spending all of that on the one player. Don't get me wrong, you can break it up and do 20 million over the next 5 years or so, 25 million over the next 5 years, but why not reinvest and get players that know the system, have some experience in the Prem? Like Wharton would be the best fit. He has Prem experience. He fits in the 3-4-3. They play that at Crystal Palace. Here's an idea. Why not spend 100 million on 2 Crystal Palace players? We were looking at Wharton anyways and Mateta. So why not just buy those 2 players from Crystal Palace? Or is this potentially going to be happening? We don't spend that this year. Next year, I know there's the rumors of if Baleba has a phenomenal season, like everyone else is going to come calling, the price tag's going to be up even more. But I don't want to spend that much money now. And I don't want to get into a point with Manchester United going back to the old ways where it's like, well, we're kind of screwed, so let's blow money now. That's how we got Antony. Like, that's how we got Manuel Ugarte. That's how we got certain, like, just negotiations failed. We cannot go back to that. So let's take a step back and realize, hey, if Brighton's not willing to budge and the price is going to stay at £120 million, just hypothetically, let's go spend the money on 2 players that we can bring in. Like, why not? Bring 2 players. Go straight for Wharton. Wharton just played already. He played against Liverpool the other day. Get a player that knows the system. Get a player that has prime experience. Wharton would be perfect. Go for that. I think that's what should be done. And then get an additional striker or additional defender. Get a depth piece. Or if not, if you want to spend 120 million, go spend it on 2 players from Crystal Palace. Get Mateta and get Wharton. We need depth at striker. If Hojlund's going to AC Milan, we need depth at striker. It's the truth. And we can't keep doing the rotational of Cunha, Mount, and all that stuff. We can't. Like, if we find once in a while, depending on which team we're playing against, but if we're racing for top 4, if we're going to be competing against Chelsea, City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, I even forgot to mention them. Like I said, Villa. That's just 7 right there that we're fighting against. Crystal Palace has played well last year. That's going to be a battle to fight against with. Bournemouth, like, where are we going to look at here? Tottenham. I haven't even mentioned Tottenham. Like, the race for the top half is going to suck. And United are in that battle. And yeah, anyone, like, yes, the comment that I said is there. It's a race to the race for the top half. Is there a chance that we could potentially win the league? There's a potential. But with those 7 squads, or 7 teams, or 10 teams that I just talked about, or 9 teams, like, and I know many people are not hoping for a good seat. Like, I shouldn't say that. Many people are actually a lot. How do I word this? Many people are jumping at top 5 right now, top 4. I can't give a prediction. I need to think about it. Realistically, I can't give a proper prediction. Don't get me wrong, in my head, as a fan, I can go straight up and just forget knowledge and just be like, yeah, we're going to win the fucking league. I can't think like that. I would hope, like, listen, don't get me wrong. Like I always said, I'm always hoping for a United win, and I'm hoping for a great season. I'm hoping. But realistically, the battles that we're facing, like, it's going to be so tough. Like, Nottingham Forest may go down because they lost players. Newcastle may struggle, but the 4 teams I mentioned earlier, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, who knows? Like, City got stronger. City may be getting Donnarumma. Chelsea's gotten some good players. They got some good depth. They may have one of ours and Alejandro Garnacho. Who else is there? Like, Liverpool got better. Arsenal's got Gyökeres now. They have a striker. Those 4s are there. Those 4 are going to be there. Newcastle has gotten pieces there to help them continue on. The question is, what's happening with this act? We don't know. But Nottingham Forest may take a step back. Aston Villa may take a step back, but they're still there. They still have pieces that are there from last year that made them play very well. We'll see. Can top 8 be achievable? Potentially. Winning the league? Potentially. Now everyone's like, oh, he's saying potentially winning the league. Potentially. Potentially could be your wide margin of 1% chance. There's a 1% possibility that they could win the league. Like, there's potential. Like, so. But yeah, like, we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of pieces to be there. But like, looking at it all through in the end, like, it's tough, to say the least, when we're looking at it. And yes, I can't give a straight prediction. Maybe I'll give one on the episode later today. Are we doing my Arsenal Man United preview? Maybe I'll give a prediction in that episode. Maybe I'll cave like everyone else. But right now, my key is to hopefully get the right, or hopefully hear that the right pieces are being signed, and this club did not spend stupid money on a player. You know what? My final segment. You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to give my final opinion, and I might name this the title. Move on from Baleba. Don't go for him. Don't go for him. Go for Wharton. Go for Hojlund. Go for someone that can reduce the price, make it better. Or you just don't have a piece this summer. Maybe look at the January transfer window. Maybe you make one of your targets the target for January, and maybe the price goes down. We'll see after 4 or 5 months and how the window went, or how the beginning of the season went for some players. But for me, like, Hojlund should stay. Baleba should not be signed. Go for find other pieces. That's Hojlund should stay. Baleba should not be signed. Hojlund, find other options. That's basically it. Raise the funds, but find other options of players that can fit the role. Don't go deer in headlights. Yeah, like I said, I want Hojlund to stay. I don't want to sign Baleba. I'm saying it. I don't want to be. I'm gonna say I'm gonna be that negative guy. I'm gonna say it. I don't want him signed. Not at that price. If you can get him at a reduced price, under £100 million, the thing is, us as a fan base have just targeted. But in the end, I'm going to go against the stream. I'm going to go upriver. I'm going to go against. I'm going to say we should not sign him. Do not sign Baleba. Do not make it about price tag money, but look at buildings. If we have that much money, why don't we have our new midfielder, a proper midfielder? Why aren't we restocking our D? Why aren't we restocking our striker? Like I mentioned, Mateta, Wharton. If we're spending 120 million, why not just go for two strikers that are in a system and that can play any other system? Why not go for that? Especially when we're especially when Collier is going out on loan. He could be potentially our starting spot next year or depth piece for whoever we sign. You got to remember, I'm just going to leave it there for that. Yeah, I am. Yeah. But that's it for today's episode of the pod. Yeah, I said that comment. I'm not sorry about the comment. Yeah, no, I don't want Baleba. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. It is Friday. I will be back later today to discuss. I know the episode's late, but I will be back later tonight, recording and releasing the episode, doing my Arsenal versus Man United preview. I will do a prediction of where I think United could be. Hate it or love it, but yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the new kit that was just released. I'm going to stand by that comment that I said about Baleba. Hojlund should stay. Baleba should not be signed. And we need to go for other pieces. That's basically what I think. The cost, yes, he's a talent, but the cost is just too risky. And I know Amarim's, hopefully, I know Amarim, Sir Jim are pushing it, but at between 100 and 120 million pounds, if we have that money, you should be getting another midfielder that fits that same role with a Premier League experience and get us another depth piece at striker. If you're planning to get rid of Hojlund. But yeah. So again, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. Comment, like, subscribe, leave feedback. Remember, hit subscribe whether you're on YouTube, Apple Podcast, Spotify. Follow on X at RD Corner Kicks Pod. Follow on TikTok and Instagram at Red Devils Corner Kick Pod. Do hopefully appreciate any feedbacks. If you want to do collaborations, please shoot me a DM. I'll try to get back to you as fast as I can, and we can discuss there. But yeah, that's what I'll say it as. So, but yeah, enjoy your Friday. It is now technically early morning Friday, so enjoy your Friday. It is the weekend. I will be back again later today with a new episode. So I will talk to you guys soon. But enjoy the rest. Just enjoy your Friday. This is the Red Devils Corner Kick Podcast. Glory, glory, Man United.